So I was just reminding people that, hey, the Sonic Origins Plus collection is coming out next week, both digitally and physically. It's just right around the corner. And I love stuff like this in a physical collection. So I was like down in it. But I guess there was something I missed, a very important detail that seems to have been uncovered not too long ago. And a lot of people were pointing this out to me, commenting on my Twitter post, and sending me DMs. So we got to talk about this real quick. And it's not about this chart that Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account posted earlier today. I don't know what's up with Sega and all these damn charts, but at least this one is kind of, it's smaller than a bingo card. The previous one for the first Sonic Origins, people were confused by it. You had to line it up. There's so many rows and columns. It was ridiculous. This one's a little more simple. Like, hey, if you got the base game, the original Sonic Origins, you just got the base game. You ain't got nothing else. If you get the digital, it doesn't say digital, but that's what the next one is. Sonic Origins Plus digital. That's the digital version. You get the base game plus that extra content, the Game Gear titles, the new playable characters, and then some fun pack and music pack, right? Then if you get the physical premium edition, you get the base game, the extra content, the reversible cover, and the art book. And then if you just had the, original Sonic Origins, not the Plus digital, you can buy the expansion pack that gives you the Plus content that they have listed there. So not quite as confusing as that first chart they put out. But I've seen some people point out, like, who are the new playable characters? They've only mentioned Amy. I haven't heard any other announcements of, like, extra characters. Because, yeah, you put an S after characters, it's more than one. But they do have on their site, it's listed that, hey, where is it? It does say, and we talked about this before, that you could play as Knuckles in Sonic CD, and you also have Amy. So it's like, hey, I guess Amy and Knuckles, that's the new playable characters in games that you couldn't normally play them in? I don't know. But, okay, back to what the real issue is, and it's the physical edition. If you're a physical purchaser, you love these kind of games physically, people have been pointing this out to me, and I think it's ridiculous. It was talked about on Nintendo Life, but they linked to this tweet from Snazzy Sonic here. I almost had a heart attack when I thought my GameStop was selling Sonic Origins Plus early. This was like a week and a half ago they posted this, right? But in their the words that they posted, there's nothing explicitly wrong. But when you look at these display cases, which you would imagine these 4 display only cases, hey, I'm glad they that's what they should be doing instead of gutting games at GameStop, right? Put these damn things out. I don't know if they've been doing that more lately or what, but this is where the problem comes in. And this can't be like, oh, GameStop made this up, like they created this. No, it looks like something that Sega gave them as far as an official display, cover for a case. Either Sega or some, whoever, right? It looks official. This is the problem right here. That's what you're getting with this Plus collection, is these 12 Game Gear titles plus the additional content with Amy, right? New playable characters, 12 collector Game Gear titles. Tittles. Collector Game Gear. I don't know why it says 12 Game Gear. I don't know what the hell, why that wording sounds off to me. But underneath that, downloadable via included code. That doesn't sound like a guess. Like, let's make a mock-up case and guess that this stuff is all DLC that you have to download. It's not actually physically on the cartridge. That's just redonks. Like, I don't get it. Like, is this really how the game is being released? You're taking the base Sonic Origins game and just finally putting it on a cartridge. Say, here you go, buy it. And then this extra content that is the reason why people wanted Sonic Origins Plus, it's going to have a code card inside. And you have to redeem that to get these games and the character. So then say some mofo like steals your cartridge, steals your disc, or you sell it to him, or you trade it in. If it's a redeemable code that's used, the value dwindles down even more when they do stuff like this. And then for people who are like, hey, for game preservation purposes or my own collector purposes, I want the complete package on here. The code that they use, programming code, whatever, to put Amy and all this stuff, plus the 12 Game Gear titles, and maybe, if there's bezels involved with them, that didn't take up very much space. Didn't take up very much space at all. So for that not to be included on the cartridge is kind of a slap in the face, in my opinion. Some people I already know, I'll get comments and it's fine. It's fine however you look at it. If you're like, hey, I'm fine with digital, great. But I'm fine with it too at points, but I don't like buying a physical copy and the game's not on there. Like there's an example, a recent example, the Spyro trilogy, like where it was the first game's on cartridge or disc, and then you got to download the rest. I hate that. I hate that. What's the point of buying it? It's an unlock key on a physical piece of media. Then I should have just downloaded the whole thing by itself instead of taking up space on my shelf or whatever, right? I think that's really where they're trying to force people, is to just embrace an all digital future, little by little, taste by taste. Let's take half of the game and put it as a DLC code. The other half is actually on there. Let's prime them for the future. I do think, like, in the very near future, maybe next generation, maybe pushing it a little further out, the generation after that. I think sooner than too far later, our consoles are going to be like PC. It's going to be all digital. Like Nintendo's going to come out, Sony, Xbox. There's going to be no physical media. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen. It's going to be like your PC gaming. You used to go to the store, buy a big box game, install those discs, you know. PCs don't even come with disk drives anymore. It's like vehicles. They don't come with a CD player anymore, right? It was like when the cassette player disappeared, people were losing their mind. Then the CD player was next. And, you know, for a lot of people, they have been embracing digital on a lot of things. With music, yeah, I don't buy music physically anymore. It's convenient. So I guess, man, games are going to go the same route. And this is just kind of getting to that point. You know, a lot of people don't buy movies physically anymore. I still do on occasion. Just really depends. Like I've recently got rid of a bunch of my streaming services that I had. Disney Plus, gone. Hulu, gone. HBO Max, gone. For various reasons, just got rid of them. But they all had certain things that I want to watch on occasion. So it's like, you know what? If I just buy it physically, I halves it and I can watch it whenever I want. Maybe buying a $30 collection of movies at one point is more expensive than if I just had access to that streaming service for a month. But collectively, over a period of time, a year, 2 years, if I'm not watching every single thing they put out, like, what's the point of having those services? So I've kind of, it makes more sense to me just buy a few things here and there. There's still a place for that, and I still feel like I need it. But gaming is just, it's disappearing, man. You go to the store, a lot of these stores don't have very much in the way of physical media as far as games go. It's dwindling down, man. The Best Buy down the street for me sucks. I hate that Best Buy. They barely have any games. You go, it's like close place. So you go there, they barely have shit. It's ridiculous, man. Just the way we're going. Let me know what you guys think. It's more of a rant ramble for the day. Appreciate y'all. Hope this is not really the case, but obviously I think it is. Bye.